What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Inglorious Film Nerd Podcast. I'm your host, Levi Nuttall, the Inglorious Film Nerd, and today I've got my friend Charlie on. What's up, Charlie?
Hello, I'm doing good. What's up with you?
No, nothing much. I'm just having a lot of fun recording with some of my great friends here. You're one of them.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
would you like to tell our lovely audience what movie we're talking about today?
We are talking about Bugonia.
Bugonia. All right, so you requested to talk about Bugonia. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your journey with the movie?
So, I'm a huge Yorgos Lanthimos fan, and I've been a Yorgos Lanthimos fan since my senior year of high school. I, devoured all of his movies my senior year of high school. And then, a little bit after that, Poor Things came out, and that was incredible. One made my top 5 of that year.
Right.
Kinds of Kindness was incredible, and so I was so pumped when I found out that Emma Stone was doing another film with Yorgos, and also joined by Jesse Plemons, who was in Kinds of Kindness. And so, yeah, I was just really excited. It played the trailer, the first time I saw anything about the movie, the trailer, it played in front of the Eddington. It played in front of Eddington, and that's the best, I think the best movie to play in front of in terms of your trailer.
Definitely. Yeah, and then, what did you think when you first saw the movie?
I loved it. I thought it was incredible. Yorgos always leaves you with a very unsettled kind of feeling when you leave the theater, and it was no different with this one. But, that's why you go to Yorgos movies, be a little unsettled.
Definitely.
A little disturbed.
A little disturbed. No, definitely. So I take it you were very happy when the movie started to become such a big awards contender this season.
Yes, and people were telling me, it's not gonna be. They told me, and I said, nah. Yorgos could. Just watch, and then boom.
Watch.
Big
I know.
award contender.
I know, it's because everyone was always like, oh, it's not gonna get nominated for Best Picture, but then everyone was predicting it for adapted screenplay, and then Emma Stone started getting into every award show, and I'm like, are you sure this isn't a Best Picture contender? Because it's getting in everywhere. And then Jesse Plemons started getting nominated at a lot of places.
I know. I think it's a great... I always knew in my soul here it was going to be nominated for Best Picture. I just knew it.
And now it's all led to this episode where you get to talk about it.
I know. I'm so excited. I love this movie.
All right, let's start out with Emma Stone's performance. What did we think of Emma Stone in this movie?
Brilliant. Emma Stone is just a brilliant actress, probably the best actress of her generation. She gives so much depth to all of her characters, and she elevates material so well. And so when the material is good, like this movie, it just soars, and she manages to give such subtlety and depth to this performance. And she's lying, and that's hard to do when you're lying to the audience. She's not just
spoiler alert really quick for anyone who hasn't seen the movie. Either watch the movie or be okay with spoilers, because we're probably going to spoil some stuff.
Listen. This movie, you want to go in. Watch it. Don't. You can watch the trailer, fine. Don't look up anything about it, because we're going to spoil it, and it's not going to be as fun. But Miss Stone's lying that she's not an alien. She is, but you believe she's not. You genuinely, full-heartedly believe that she is not an alien. Because why would she be? She's so human. The most human performance in the movie is the alien.
I know, it's crazy. It's so crazy, because I'm watching the movie and I'm like, why do they think she's an alien? She's just a scared person who's trying to get out of this crazy psycho's basement.
Mm-hmm. And she's really reasonable in the movie. You're like,
she has that therapist rich person talk. She's like, I understand what you're going through. I hear you. But then now looking back to it, I'm like, that should have been a sign that she was untrustworthy, because that's something untrustworthy people say. Is like, I hear what you're saying, calm down. And I'm like, you're not actually listening. You're placating him. You're not hearing him.
That's very HR company speak. Very media trained.
Which is why, now when I look back on the movie, I'm like, oh, there were some subtle hints that she was lying the whole time. But when you're just watching it, you're like, oh no, she's not lying to me. I trust her.
No. It's like I think it's so impressive when actors do this kind of performance where it's it's a performance on top of a performance. That's always incredible to me.
No, definitely. And I feel like one of the reasons a lot of people weren't predicting her for Best Actress is because I think a lot of people weren't as impressed by this because they were expecting so much because this is another Yorgos and Emma collaboration and
Mhm.
people just have such a high bar for it now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, this meets the bar, but you were expecting it to succeed the bar. Like, this is incredible. Like, sure, it might not be as good
Yeah.
as Poor Things, but like, what do you expect to be? Poor
I
Things
would
was an incredible.
I would say that Poor Things is the more showy performance of the two
Definitely.
in terms of like there's more that she's putting on the table with Poor Things in terms of how vulnerable that character is. This character is resisting the vulnerability. So, but I think, like you said, it meets the bar of expectation in terms of performance.
Yeah. I mean, she shaved her head for this, guys.
I know, guys, she shaved her head.
Like normally,
That was
like
probably a little fun though.
I was probably she probably had so much fun like when they filmed them shaving her head.
I know that I would have so much fun if I could shave my head.
Yorgo's like,
On
"Yo,
screen.
Emma, you want to shave your head?" And she's like, "Let's do this."
Yeah,
No, yeah, she was like, she is
incredible.
like the a less like because I feel like it would have been so easy to make this such a like cartoony role. I feel like that's with a lot of these roles
Well,
in the movie is like all of
that's
the
the whole
actors play them
movie.
so straight.
Yeah, they play. They well, I would say they play it with such like a like they underplay it in a way where it's like it's
Yeah.
very like the way that me and you are talking to each other right now is about the way they talk to each other.
No, yeah, because like it's not this like big showy performances of like you're an alien, tell us what you're doing, or like I'm not an alien, stop lying to me.
Even the most intense scene, the dinner scene, it only really gets explosive when they start physically, when Jesse's character starts physically attacking Emma. But the whole scene is very calm. They very rarely raise their voices at each other.
Because the whole thing is like, okay, let's not talk too loud. You're an alien. Let me know. She's like, no, no, no.
Right.
Listen to me. I'm not an alien.
Hmm.
A beautiful work on both parts. Which can we talk about Jesse Plemons real quick?
Oh,
My
what a
guy.
what a guy! What a
I
dude!
love him. He's
What
so
a like, he. This is probably his best performance, bar none. His best
definitely,
performance.
in my
He was
opinion.
incredible in Poor Things. Incredible in sorry, Kinds of Kindness. Three roles is not an easy part. This part specifically, there's a resistance to creating this sort of like villain out of him that Jesse does, where Jesse's talking to her, and when I was watching the movie, I was kind of like, he's not being unreasonable. He's just asking her questions. Now, of course, that was probably the point, was that I was supposed to be kind of like, okay, be kind of reasonable, and then he electrocutes her. But he very much didn't play like the over-the-top craziness, which would like a lesser actor, I think, would have done.
Yeah.
But Jesse played it again with so much subtlety and so much depth, and he is lying to the audience too. You know, we do uncover the lie quicker than we do with Emma's character, but he is also hiding stuff from us, and that's a hard role to play. You know.
No, yeah. Yeah, I think what I really like is, as you said, he doesn't like. Because, like, when you think of, like, the conspiracy theorist character type, it's all like, ooh, the sun is gonna explode. Ah, I'm gonna just, like, everyone run from the government and, like, all this stuff. Like, just really kooky, crazy, yelling a lot. But then Jesse just feels like the most average guy ever talking
Yeah,
to someone.
totally.
But then, like, what he's saying is so outlandish, but he's saying it with, like, such clarity and just such monotoneness. Not even monotone, just like, hey, listen, I know you're an alien. Tell me you're an alien, and everything will be okay. Take us to your leader. Like, such slow, and, like, it's just like, whoa. Like, as you said, he sounded so reasonable in the movie. Like, I started to
Yeah,
believe him almost.
yeah, and it was hard because then I also was like, no, she's not an alien. How can she be an alien? You know, it was so hard. It was so hard to root for anyone in this movie because you find out, of course, spoilers, that Teddy, who's played by Jesse Plemons, his mom seemingly was ill, and the reason she was ill was because of the medicine that Emma Stone's character's company manufactures. And then you're kind of like, well, wait, does he really care if she's an alien, or is he just saying that she is as a way of just enacting petty revenge? And so
Yeah.
it kind of blurs the line between, does he genuinely believe this, or is this is this petty revenge, or is this just his mind breaking? And it's kind of all three at once, and it's beautiful.
I know. And like he doesn't ever like he does such kind of balancing all of them. I never feel like I can know what he's thinking
No,
at one of them. Like he makes me believe all of them can be true at once,
Yeah.
which is insane to me.
totally. Yeah, he plays it so well.
I lo-
It never feels like he switches in that way. It always feels like it's blending together, which is what the best performances do.
No, yeah. And like as you said, like when he does throw the chair at her, it doesn't feel like an out of nowhere, I gotta be a big actor, showy thing. It feels like
No.
genuinely like he broke in that moment, and it feels like
He was so
yeah,
angry
he would
had to
break.
throw a chair.
Yes. And it wasn't like over the top. It was just like grabs a chair, throws it. He
Yeah.
didn't like make a big oh no. So I think another character we should talk about. Let's talk about our what's his name? Adrian Delbus as Don, Teddy's cousin.
Don, his cousin. What an amazing first time performance.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was like, who is this guy and why is no one talking about him?
And incredible. I know. He stole the show in some scenes. Like, totally. Like, he made me feel so sad. Like, everything about his character just made me feel so sad.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like if
It was
he's
the
getting
one character I think we could actually root for.
definitely because he's getting manipulated by Jesse Plemons, he's getting manipulated by Emma Stone, and I'm like, I just want him to be happy.
And there's a pureness. Like, he plays it with such purity, which I think Yorgos loves to do, which is, like, to create this ensemble where everyone is very, like, disturbed and is manipulating people. And just not, like, very good people. But then he'll always throw in one character that is just pure. You know? Like,
Yeah.
purity for purity's sake. And that's how this character feels. And I really appreciate it. I think that this character was necessary in terms of how the story is told.
No, yeah, because I feel like it would have been way too much if we just had Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone trying to manipulate each
Yeah.
other the whole time. We
Well,
needed
and-
like a third person point of view.
Yeah,
who was
and
just
I think we
innocent.
needed someone who was being pulled by both in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, because there are moments where he really believes Jesse Plemons, but there are also moments where he really believes what Emma Stone's saying, and you're like, and
Yeah.
he's like us, like which side does he believe the most? And we're
Right.
kind of like, whichever side he chooses, we'll probably choose.
And he's confused, you know, and he's confused because this is his cousin who he trusts and he loves, and his cousin says that he loves him and that he wants to take care of him, and that, you know, he's convinced that he's some sort of hero that's going to save the planet. And then they kidnap a woman, they commit a crime, and a very morally reprehensible crime, and they torture her, and now he's kind of at this crossroads where he's like, well, maybe my cousin doesn't have my best interest at heart. Maybe he's just selfishly doing this, and he's just bringing me along for help, you know?
It's so
And
sad.
that's horrible. That's awful.
It's really
so
sad that happened.
I just
Like-
feel sad whenever I think about
Oh no, no, no!
what a well,
Yeah, me too. He's just and then like the load it takes on him to the point where he takes his own life. Spoiler, obviously,
Yeah.
but dude, that scene was the most heartbreaking
what a
scene
rough
for me.
scene. What a rough
Because like
scene.
Emma Stone is like, she's making some good points to him, like your cousin's crazy, but then she's just
And I can
manipulating
help you.
him. Yeah, she's
I can get
manipulating
you
him.
out of
Like,
it. You don't have to go to prison. You know, I can get you out of it. I can say that he was roping you along and manipulating you. Like,
yeah, but you also don't know. Like he probably doesn't know. Like, can I trust this woman that I just kidnapped to
No.
put in a good word for me for the
and it puts
police?
such a strain on his mind, and there's such a strain on his soul and his heart that he feels the need to kill himself. It's very sad. It's very tragic.
So sad.
Coupled with the fact that Emma Stone manipulates Teddy. I think her name's Michelle. Yes, her name is Michelle.
Yeah,
Michelle
her name's
manipulates
Michelle.
Teddy into killing his own mother.
Oh
His
my,
own
that's.
favorite mother. Right
like, I-
before that.
Oh, like, because I remember when that happened, I was like, is that actually, like, because, like, Teddy's like, this isn't, like, bleach, Mom. It's actually going to help you. And then he puts it in, and his mom dies, and I'm like, no!
It's the most, I would say, it's the most mean-spirited Michelle's character gets.
Yeah.
For sure.
The
In
thing is,
terms
you can
of,
also
like-
understand why she does it,
No,
because this
you
guy
totally
kidnapped
can.
her.
And it gets him out of the house. And then, The reveal.
The reveal. The reveal.
There's so many of the reveals in this movie.
This reveal is just one reveal after another.
I know. Ha! That's what they should have called this one.
Like, yeah, one battle after another, one reveal
Yeah.
after another. Begonia. She
I
just
think
named
they should have named all of the movies like that.
one train after another,
another.
one sin after
Or
another,
another. One ping pong after another.
one big bug after. One Shakespeare after another.
Yeah, one dead child after another.
One F1 after another.
Oh, yes.
But there actually are a lot of dead children in these movies. I did realize
Yes,
that.
there is. What? Everyone's been. What is
That's the
all
Oscar
about
theme this
why
year.
There's so much dead children.
That's crazy. Oh yeah. Are there any other performances that we want to highlight before we move on to the direction? There's not many performances.
There's.
There's the cop guy. The cop guy.
He's funny. He's just funny.
It's funny.
What a like screwed up character to be so funny. You know.
I know.
And what a screwed up relationship he has with Teddy. That
Because he genuinely cares about Teddy.
He does, but yeah, it's a very minimal movie in terms of its performances. Like those I would say are the four main performances.
Yeah, I guess there's like
yeah.
there's the mom, and then that's kind of it.
Yeah, but
She's in the
it's
bed.
more of a prop in the story, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'd say like
I mean,
yeah,
he
definitely.
did a good job sleeping and being levitated in the air.
Like everyone, she played her part perfectly.
Yes, he did.
Love that. Moving on, should we talk about the man of the hour, Yorgos Lanthimos, and the job he did directing this movie?
Can we talk about Yorgos Lanthimos? I would say, and I've told you this in person, but I want to just reiterate that Yorgos Lanthimos is evil Wes Anderson, and I love him for it. Because if you look at their filmography, it is, in terms of stylistic choices, very similar. They both like sitting the camera down in these very composed, symmetrical shots. But Wes Anderson uses that to kind of explore these like pop-up book stories in a way, and kind of like children's stories. Even when his films are about adults and are mature in subject, they have this very storybooky quality to them. And Yorgos's does too, but I would say Yorgos's filmography feels more like a Grimm's brother fairy tale, where those old fairy tales were used as sort of a way to explore the depravity and like the machinations of man. And I think Yorgos does that perfectly. And
Definitely.
this film's no different. It fits very cleanly into his filmography, and I would say it's one of his best.
I hope most people think this is one of his best, because I definitely feel that way.
Yeah.
What's incredible to me is like this is a script he didn't write.
No, yeah. He did not write this. I should have looked up who wrote this, but
I think it was like Will Tracy. Will Tracy wrote the script, right?
He hasn't written a lot of stuff before, has he? Is this like his first big screenplay?
Let me look at anything. Yeah, this is like he wrote The Menu actually.
Oh,
I think.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he wrote The Menu. That was the other because he produced Eddington, but yeah, The Menu was the only other movie he wrote.
Okay. Yes. So there's a fun story with this. So Square Peg is Ari Aster's distribution company, and Ari Aster commissioned this movie to be written. This is a remake of a movie called Save the Green Planet. Very, very, very different movie. Very different movie.
Yes.
I recommend it. Go watch it. It is a good watch, especially seeing the way that this movie developed into Bugonia. That it is a good watch too. It is a good movie. It's very different tonally. It is a lot more unhinged, I would say, in terms of just like the way it basically tells you the main character is insane from the get-go. He like hallucinates things that are just insane. But
no, definitely.
And Bugonia feels very much like a Yorgos film, except for I would say the way the characters talk in this one. Maybe the way that they're directed is very Yorgos, but Yorgos' characters don't talk with a lot of subtext and a lot of subtlety in his movies that he writes. They're very much just speaking the way that they feel, which is very Greek theater, which is Yorgos' he started with Greek theater, which is, you can see throughout his entire filmography. Yeah, this movie feels different in that way, where this is like a Yorgos film where it feels like the characters have a very, like, they're all, like, not saying how they feel for real.
Yeah, they're all lying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lying. They're
I think,
lying
like,
to us.
Wait, you go. You go. What are you saying?
No, I was just saying that I think the screenplay is very impressive for that reason, because one of the hardest things you can do as a writer, and I'm, not a professional writer, but I do write screenplays. One of the hardest things that you can do as a writer is write a character that is lying to you, the writer, and lying to your audience. That's a really hard characters, plural in this case, to sort of balance. Because you want to give the audience hints for how they're, like, hints of what the truth is. But you also want to keep that, you still want to keep that secretive. And that's such a hard balance. And some movies,
They don't
lesser
do a good
movies
job at
don't
it.
do it as well. No.
This one did a phenomenal job.
Did a phenomenal job.
No, because again, as we said, like the little lines of dialogue of Emma Stone, like using like the, hey, listen, I hear you, I understand what you're going through. Like those are like little signs that she was lying the whole time that you don't pick up on the first time. Like the fact that it's that subtle is incredible to me. And actually, I saw a Yorgos interview where he said that Will Tracy, when he wrote the screenplay, like he watched The Green Planet, he wasn't trying to make an adaptation of The Green Planet. He was just like watching and getting a lot of the themes and just writing them in this own way that was Bugonia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's still an adapted screenplay because it is, of course, based off of that movie. But like as you said, they're completely different tonally.
They feel completely different. They share a premise, is how I would say it, and they share some plot points, but it feels very different.
Very different. So let's see. Do you have like a favorite scene from Bugonia that we can talk about before we get to the Oscar nominations?
So, yes, I do. I have. I would say. Okay, so the scene where Teddy is taking the cop. The cop is inside of the house, and they're having a conversation. His cousin's down there with the shotgun with Michelle. The scene where he takes the cop to go see the bees, and they're having this simultaneous scene where he's talking about the bees, and Michelle is manipulating the worker bee into trying to do her bidding, I think is like the most thematically juicy scene of the entire movie.
So good. So good. Love that scene.
It was the scene that made me feel, I think, the most tense. Like my whole body felt like it was clenching.
Yeah. Because you're like wondering, that's probably my favorite scene, because like you're wondering like what Teddy's gonna do to try to get rid of the cop, and then like what like the cousin's gonna do, if he's actually gonna turn in Teddy, or if he's gonna let Michelle loose. And it's just like, again, you feel so tense because like if any character had done anything differently, the scene would have played out like, and it could have gone a million different ways.
Totally. Yeah.
No.
Totally. And it just, and then it builds and builds, and it builds to this crescendo. And what's brilliant about the movie is I think that this crescendo chases the rest of the movie after that. Like, because then Teddy goes back, finds his cousin, she manipulates him into killing his mom, comes back, Michelle finds all of the dead bodies in the freezer, all of the people they've experimented on and killed. He comes back, she takes him back to the office. I would say that whole last half of the movie is incredible.
Phenomenal. Also, I should ask, what do you think about the ending of the movie? Because it's been pretty controversial online.
It's been pretty controversial. So I am of the believer that the ending is very good. It is good. I think that some people do misunderstand the ending. I think that there is an urge a lot in our community, I guess would say, is that we tend to view these movies very right what's in front of us in that way. And so I do think, oh no.
Frick, why does this keep happening?
There we go.
There we go. I think I got it to work.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is cursed.
It's so cursed. So yes, people at home, I'm gonna edit most of this out, but like our everything just cut out for a while. So we're jumping back in.
Stay
Charlie,
tuned for the bloopers.
Stay tuned for the bloopers. I might put a blooper reel. We'll see what happens. But okay, so Charlie, you were talking about the ending. I don't know how much
Yeah.
of it I heard or how much got recorded before everything was cutting off.
No,
So
I noticed you were frozen pretty quick, but so the ending again, like I was saying, I think it's hard. It's easy to misinterpret. I don't think that there is a correct way to view the ending, but I would say that I think the way that Yorgos wanted us to view the ending was on an allegorical sense. I do literally think she is an alien. Like in the movie's universe, this all literally happened. But I think that you're supposed to view the movie in a way of going, well, the rich elite 1% are aliens and they are destroying the planet and we need to do something about it. Not saying kidnap them and torture them, but I think that what he is saying is that these conspiracy theorists do sometimes have justifiable, reasonable beliefs in the way some parts of society work, but they tend to use these crazy conspiracy theories as an excuse and as a reason almost to maybe justify not fully looking into things, into the nuanced details. They want it to be black and white. They want her to be an alien because it's easier to explain why the planet is dying and why why they're destroying the planet if they're aliens. It's
yes.
harder to explain when you have to realize that you do have to approach these people as people. They are human beings. You know.
Yeah. Because like imagine the movie if she wasn't an alien.
Right.
Like it'd be a completely different message we're taking away. But like as you said, like the allegory we would take away would still be the same because even if she wasn't an alien, she would still be doing things to destroy the planet.
Yeah. They are the aliens are still destroying the planet. Literally. It's just an allegory for who is, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that especially with political endings like this, it sometimes can be hard. I genuinely think that, you know, like there was like these three movies that came out this year: Bugonia, One Battle After Another, and Eddington, that sort of fall under the trifecta of this kind of movie where I think that it's easy to misinterpret what the filmmakers were going for. But I personally believe Yorgos, the ending is exactly what Yorgos is going for, and I think that it succeeds in wrapping the movie up in a nice thematic bow.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. No, so now, before we talk about the Oscar nominations, real quick, anything that maybe didn't work in the movie for you?
There wasn't a lot that didn't work. I would say that I really enjoyed a lot of it. I'm trying to think. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5, if I remember my rating. I think that there was just honestly, I think the movie could have been maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
Other than that maybe just explore. I think that they did kind of rush near the end with the mother stuff, with him kind of killing his mom. I feel like that scene kind of went a little faster than I would have liked, and maybe they could have had a flashback or two where we actually see his relationship with his mom before she became, you know, the floating zombie lady thing. But maybe some more relationship building there. But
yeah, I was gonna agree with you. Like, I gave it a 4 out of 5 too, and I'm just like, I just feel like I love the characters. I just wish we knew a little bit more about them. I get that can kind of be the point, but like when you're expecting me to hinge Teddy with his mother, I feel like we should know more about it. If you expect me to have that kind of a reaction,
I think
to it.
The mother should have been more important. I think the mother should have been a character
instead of a prop.
Instead of a prop.
No, yeah, that's like really my only real complaint, and
that's my only gripe. Everything else
is near flawless. Moving on. So this movie got 4 Oscar nominations.
All right, baby.
Great. So let's go through them. We'll start with the only below the line category it got, which was Best Score. What do you think of this nomination?
Okay. I actually loved the score in this movie. The score I loved that it sounded like so heroic when he was doing things that were
terrible,
completely unhinged, horrible unhinged, or when he was just like riding his bike.
I know. It's like the most intense sequence and he's riding his bike.
Yeah. I read somewhere, and maybe I could be wrong, but Yorgos said something about the score where he was like, I wanted the score to feel like it was in a different movie.
He had succeeded because it really worked
Yes.
in that sense. Like it doesn't
really
take you
worked.
out of the movie.
No, it actually worked to put you in the head of Teddy, because I think that Teddy does believe that he's like the heroic, like he is the hero of this story. So I think it fits so good that the score in his head would be so like lush and swelling and so like so Indiana Jones like. It's kind of what I thought.
Yes, yeah. I love this nomination. I don't think it's going to win because Sinners is in this category.
Of course.
And even if Sinners wasn't here, I think One Battle would win over Bugonia.
Yeah. But I think Bugonia for best score is an inspired pick from the Academy.
Definitely. Yeah, and I would say like I know I've said this a lot. Like Marty Supreme was snubbed here. It was not snubbed for Bugonia. It was snubbed for Frankenstein, and that's coming from someone who liked the.
Yeah.
I liked the Frankenstein score. Marty Supreme score is better. I say this every episode.
Yeah.
Marty Supreme was snubbed for score.
I think Frankenstein's score is very good. Is good, but
Just lots of great composer.
yeah, but Marty Supreme's score was phenomenal.
Yeah. So like when Begonia surprised and got in over Marty Supreme, I'm like, I'm fine with that. But take Frankenstein out, put in Marty Supreme.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
That's very fair.
That's fair.
Moving on, adapted screenplay, great nomination.
Great, yeah, totally.
Do you think it should
What are
win the
your-
category? You think
Well, what else got nominated for adapted? Because it was One Battle.
so? One Battle, Frankenstein, Hamnet, and Train
Yeah,
Dreams.
Frankenstein. Okay. I would say, like, just in terms of, like, on merit alone, I would say One Battle probably should win this award, but Bugonia is also, I think, would be a good pick. I would say, it depending on how the night goes, we'll see. But I would say that I'm not going to be surprised if One Battle wins.
Yeah.
I'd want it to win anyways. It's such a good screenplay, but
Paul Thomas Anderson.
yeah.
Yeah,
But Bugonia winning would be awesome. That would legitimately be really cool.
it would be a really inspired one. I just don't see the Academy going for it, sadly.
Yeah.
But again, I want One
Yeah.
Battle to win, so it's not like I'm complaining about that.
No, I wouldn't. If any of those won, I wouldn't really be upset.
Even if Frankenstein won, I'd be like, actually, pretty good win. I mean,
love
it's not the best in the category, but it'd be a good win.
No, not the best in the category, but it'd be a cool win. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, leading actress Emma Stone. I feel like this is an
Emma
incredible
Stone.
nomination.
It is a good, cool nomination. She's not winning it.
She's not winning it.
I think this is the one year I could go, Emma Stone, you're not winning it this year. I'm sorry.
She like didn't even campaign at all, and she still got nominated.
I know. She was like, it almost was like she was resistant to wanting to be nominated for this part.
I think she's like, guys, you don't need to nominate me every time.
Every time. Yeah, but, cool pick. I'm glad she's there. I think she totally deserves it. She's not winning it, but that's cool.
Not when Jessie Buckley and Rose Byrne are in the category.
No. No.
Yeah. It's definitely, yeah. And she doesn't need 3 Oscars this soon.
No. Next year.
Next year. Every year. I think she should be nominated for. She should be nominated for Eddington.
Yeah, yes.
You imagine that she get double nominated this year for those?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Supporting
The Academy did not like Eddington, unfortunately.
No, they did not, which is unfortunate.
It's their loss.
I think that movie is going to age so good. Unfortunately, it's going to age.
Unfortunately.
It already gets better every time I rewatch it.
You must rewatch it a lot because it only came out like 6 months ago or something.
Okay, let me tell you something real quick. This is totally off topic. Sorry, viewers. I love Ari Aster. I absolutely adore Ari Aster's work, and I know that like Beau is Afraid, people hate Beau. Some people hate Beau is Afraid.
People really hate that
love
movie.
Beau is Afraid. I love Beau is Afraid. One day you need to bring me on this podcast just to talk about Ari Aster.
We'll do an Ari Aster episode. Don't you fret. We will do
Ari
that.
Aster, because I will do it. I love that. I love that man. He's so weird. I love him.
Do a deep dive into Ari Aster's filmography.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. No, but yeah. And yeah, those are all of the nominations it got other than Best Picture. And before we talk about the fact she's nominated for Best Picture, Are there any categories we feel like Bugonia got snubbed in?
Just two. That I
Just
think.
two. Yeah.
Cinematography, gorgeous cinematography, and all of
Gorgeous.
Yorgos' films are gorgeous, but especially this one. Cinematography, and I would say leading actor, maybe supporting actor.
Maybe
would be-
supporting actor was a competitive year this year.
supporting actor, but Jesse Plemons deserved some more love.
Jesse Plemons was in 6th place for the Oscar. I firmly
Really?
believe it. I firmly believe that because he was nominated everywhere but Critics' Choice,
Yeah.
and because it was the Best
Would there
Picture
be
nom.
So would he be up for supporting actor or leading?
He was in lead.
Okay. So okay. Okay.
So
Because
he was in
if he
6th
was
place.
supporting, I could pick someone to bump out of supporting to put him in there.
Yeah,
But
I could take out Benicio
leading-
del Toro.
yes, Benicio del Toro. Incredible performance.
Incredible performance, but like I would take him out for Jesse Plemons. But because Plemons is a lead,
Yeah.
it's so hard to fit him into this
It's
because this
hard.
is one of the
'Cause I don't
best
think
lead categories ever.
Yeah, like there isn't a single. I don't even know who I'd bump because it's Chalamet, DiCaprio, Jordan,
Hawk and
Hawke,
Mora.
and yes, and more. Oh my god,
I don't want
You
to
know
take
what?
any of them out.
I don't want to take any of them out. Mora should. Okay, here's my thought. I feel like Michael B. Jordan's gonna win. Mora should win. Mora should win. Have you seen The Secret Agent?
I have to, dude. That movie was really good.
It's incredible. What an incredible movie. I think that bumped Hamnet out of my top 5.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's One Battle, Sinners, Marty Supreme. Yeah.
Bugonia.
Secret Agent, Frankenstein.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good top 5. No, dude, I love Wagner Moore. I'll talk about it in my Secret Agent episode. He's very underrated, I feel like, and I'm so glad he got.
Oh,
He
yeah.
almost didn't get nominated because he missed BAFTA and SAG, but he won the Golden Globe for Best
Right.
Drama over Michael B. Jordan, and because Jordan was going to get nominated, we're like, okay, he won the Golden Globe over someone who is going to be nominated, and so he'll probably get nominated. But
What-
at the expense of Jesse
yeah.
Plemons, still kind of hurts. Not because any of them are bad. I just really want. This is the one year I feel like 6 nominees in Best Actor should have happened.
Yeah, that's fair. There was, yeah, it's such a tough year. This year for acting, like
Oh
all
my
of the
gosh.
acting categories are stacked.
All the acting.
This
I'll say
year.
like normally it's like best actress is the one that's like most competitive. It was actor this year because like
Yeah.
Joel Edgerton, George Clooney, The Rock,
Yeah.
so many actors vying for a spot.
I can't believe we almost existed in a timeline where The Rock was nominated for Best Actor in a movie.
We might see that sometime soon, but I'm glad it
We
wasn't
might.
for like his first movie that he was
Martin
dramatic in.
Scorsese. We'll see. We'll see.
It's gonna be
We'll
crazy.
see.
I'm
That's
excited
a
for
crazy
that.
cast.
Yeah. Anyway, do you
But
think
yeah, I would say. Oh, sorry.
Lanthimos was snubbed for directing?
Well, who was it? Who's up for it? It's Josh Safdie. It's Josh Safdie.
Josh Safdie,
Chloe
Chloe
Zhao.
Zhao, Paul Thomas Anderson, Joachim
Paul,
Trier,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ryan Coogler.
Nah, I don't think I'd replace him with any of them. Like,
Yeah.
I would bump anyone out. You know,
Yeah.
I think that he's an incredible director, but those 5 were, I think, the best picks for this year.
Definitely. I mean, like, Jafar Panahi's not even here, so, like,
Right.
I don't know if Lanthimos is next in line.
No. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
fair.
also Del Toro for Frankenstein's not here.
Yeah. That's
Competitive year for
I would
directing,
put-
too.
Yeah, very competitive. If anyone, I would probably put Del Toro in before Lanthimos. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But Lanthimos, phenomenal director.
Oh yeah, no, incredible. He has been nominated for Best Director before.
Yeah, he was nominated for Poor Things.
Poor Things. Yeah.
And I think
So-
the favorite, I'm not sure about that one, though. Don't quote me on that one.
Okay. Yeah, he'll get into this category again.
Yeah.
It's not.
And hopefully he'll win one time.
Yes, for sure.
I'm going to zag on your cinematography thing. I think that the reason it wasn't nominated for cinematography is because this is the most competitive year for cinematography.
Sure. Yes, which is totally fair. Hamnet and Train Dreams, were they both nominated this year?
Hamnet got taken out from Marty Supreme.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
But Frankenstein was nominated.
Which is great.
Great.
Frankenstein cinematography is gorgeous.
Very gorgeous.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I'd bump them out with anything. But
Yeah, it's just
it's
like,
hard because I just love the cinematography in Bugonia so much.
but like you can't complain about any of the other
No, but
nominees.
I can't complain about everyone else on there. I'm like,
Like it's hard to say
who's
Begonia
not
is
done?
snubbed here because this is like quite possibly the best the category's ever been.
True. I think that Marty Supreme being up for cinematography is a great pick.
Inspired. It almost wasn't going to, but then it got ASC over Hamnet, and then it was over.
That's fair.
Such a competitive year. Yeah, we don't think Begonia's winning anything, do we?
No, I don't think it might. It could win adapted screenplay if the Academy doesn't want to give Paul Thomas Anderson 5 awards. I don't know.
He's only
But,
up for 3.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't see it winning anything. But that's fine. You know?
That's fine. Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
sure
good
Will
movie.
Tracy and
You could just
Lanthimos
say
will be
it's
back.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like it's like Emma Stone not winning her 3rd Oscar. Oh no, how terrible.
Oh no,
I don't even think she cares that much.
no! It's an honor to just be nominated.
All right,
But
moving
yeah.
on. Finally, Best Picture. Do you feel like this is a great Best Picture nod?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a great one. I think I think it's a great choice for Best Picture.
Do you think would this be your choice for Best Picture?
No. No, but it's a good movie, but no. My pick is One Battle After Another.
Yeah, One Battle
Yeah.
Stand.
One Battle. I saw that opening night.
I saw it like the Saturday after it opened with
Yeah,
my family.
it was there's a lot of movies like that are 3 hours that are amazing, but some of those movies feel like 3 hours, like Oppenheimer. Amazing
Oppenheimer
movie
feels like
feels
3
like
hours.
It's a 3 hour movie. That movie, One Battle, did not feel like 3 hours.
Not at
I was
all.
surprised. I didn't even know it was 3 hours going in. I was surprised when I looked at the time and I was like, it is 12 o'clock. What?
Yeah, that's my choice too. Okay, and for the people who are continuous watchers, this is me again slowly drip feeding my ranking of the Best Picture nominees. Begonia is number 8, which might sound surprising, but again, competitive year.
Competitive. Have you reviewed F1 yet?
I have reviewed F1.
Okay, is F1 the
F1
bottom?
F1 is number 10.
Oh, yeah. F1's number 2?
10, not 2, not 2, not 2.
I was like, Levi,
No. I made a whole episode where I said that F1 shouldn't be nominated for picture. Check that one out if you haven't.
F1 is a great dad movie. If you like
Best
dad movies, F1's a
Best
most dad
Picture
movies should be up
nomination?
for Best Picture.
Ford v Ferrari is the exception here.
That's fair.
That's the only
But
exception I'm okay with.
That's because Ford F Ferrari sneaked like a prestige drama inside of a dad movie.
Exactly. It was a prestige drama dad movie. F1 is like a cheesy dad movie, which is great, and it's great at that.
Great.
But again, as I said in the F1 episode, I just feel like we could have had like it was just an accident or no other choice
Yeah.
nominated and made this
There
the
were
best.
better movies that could have made that.
Or like the new Knives Out even. I like that better.
I'm surprised the new Knives Out wasn't nominated for any screenplay.
I just guess maybe this is my favorite Knives Out screenplay personally.
Yeah, this is my favorite Knives Out movie, period.
Yeah, so I was like surprised it got like nothing. Like Glenn Close was even in the conversation to win Best Supporting Actress at some point.
Yeah.
And then she was nominated nowhere.
Yeah.
No, but
But-
yeah. Yeah, so
It's
so
okay.
my ranking is so far I haven't reviewed 2 movies and we'll get to those in the next 2 episodes, but
Okay.
so far number 1 One Battle, number 2 Hamnet, number 3 Marty Supreme, 4 Sinners, 5 Frankenstein, 6 Train Dreams, 8 Begonia, 10 F1.
Okay. Cool. What a weird... Because I stayed up to watch them announce the Oscars. And when F1 got nominated, I was like...
Me too. I remember I saw that and I'm like, that's a weird way to spell it was just an accident.
I know. It was the same way I felt, and a little less so, because I think maybe it was more deserving, was Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
When
Top Gun was a better movie. Top Gun was amazing.
Yeah, it was a better movie, and but I was kind of like, okay,
No, but like Top Gun Maverick was my second favorite movie of 2022, personally.
really?
Well, I haven't seen Banshees of Inisherin yet, so that might be the reason why. That might be the reason why, but I loved Top Gun Maverick because it was a phenomenal movie. But like Everything Everywhere is my favorite from that year, so
No doubt, yeah.
no doubt.
But
And it won.
this was a good year in terms of like there isn't like a movie where I'm like vehemently mad at that got nominated, like Amelia Perez.
Oh my, we don't talk about that.
We're talking about it now. But I love musicals. That movie almost made me hate musicals, and that's unfortunate.
Man to woman, or woman to man.
Woman to man. What a. I'm just glad that the Academy learned its lesson, and at least the Oscar pick that I'm the most like, F1 is at least a good movie.
It's a good movie. Like I like that movie. Like I don't hate it. I'm just like, you
I
can like
saw
a
it
movie
and
and think it's not a good Best Picture nominee.
Oh yeah, it was a fun time. I had a fun time. Not a Best Picture, but fun.
It's like a Marvel movie got nominated. That wasn't Spider-Verse.
F1 was shot better than most Marvel movies, though.
That's fair.
To be fair, F1 does have some really good technical for me, F1 getting nominated for technical stuff would have been like sure.
It had no above the line support, so I was so surprised when it got nominated for picture.
I am nominated, but not winning.
Not winning. It might win sound over Sinners,
Which is
and
fair.
it's fair, but I want Sinners to win. I just said this in my Sinners
I would
episode.
rather Sinners win. Yeah.
Sinners,
Sinners are one battle sweep. That's all I'm hoping for.
It's gonna happen. Warner Bros. Best year. Also, I love that Focus Feature also got 2 nominees in because they got Hamnet and Bugonia in.
Yes, I forgot this is a Focus Feature film.
Yeah,
Hamnet
Focus Feature's
Bugonia.
underrated studio, honestly, because they also did Songs on Blue, which say which one about the movie Kate Hudson got nominated for it.
Yes, he did. I haven't seen Songs on Blue.
You should
I don't know.
give it a watch so then you can agree with the opinion that Kate Hudson's the worst of the acting nominees.
Oh. Okay. I will watch that then.
Alright, well anyways, thank you Charlie for being on this crazy episode where our feed kept cutting in and out.
The cursed episode. We can call it the cursed episode.
We'll call it the cursed
episode. We recorded this on the March the 13th, Friday.
Oh, we should have.
Then it would have made sense.
Friday the 13th.
We can pretend. We can.
I'll tell everyone that we filmed this March 13th.
Yeah, the juju was the juju for March 13th was still lingering.
Yes. Well, anyways, thanks again, Charlie. And Charlie, before you go off, I do this with everyone. What is a film hot take that you want to share with our audience?
Film hot take.
Yes.
Okay. Eddington deserved a Best Picture nominee.
Ooh, over F1. I was about to ask which one you would have taken out.
Yeah,
And like,
F1.
Okay, besides F1, because that's not a hot take.
Oh, if I could take out one of them besides F1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. And I'm putting it over Eddington.
You're putting in Eddington instead.
I'm putting Eddington in. Okay.
You're putting in Eddington, and you can't take out F1. Well, pretend F1's not nominated. There are 9 nominees.
Okay.
Which one do you take out?
I have to pick one.
I'm putting you on the spot here. Train Dreams?
Yeah.
That's
Here's
fair.
the thing. I've seen Train Dreams, and Train Dreams is a beautiful movie. I just don't think tone poems like that work for me.
That's fair.
Which is fair. So if I was like in charge of the Academy, I'd be like, put Eddington in there. Who cares?
Yeah. But it's fine because Eddington would have been in over F1, so that would be the perfect world.
That would be perfect. But I also think that some of the performances in Eddington could have been nominated. But
yeah, that's a really good hot take, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the hot take, and thanks again for being on the episode, man.
Yeah, totally. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I'm Levi.
I hope to be back.
Oh, I will definitely bring you back. You're fun to talk to about these. All right, everyone. I'm Levi Nuttall, the Inglorious Film Nerd, and we're signing off. We out.
Peace.